So in this blog assignment, I will be critiquing the trailer of Deus Ex Human Revolution. It's a game that is coming out soon, and I'll be talking about the use of color in the trailer, and will explain specific ways that hue, value, and intensity of color are put to use. You're about to see Adam Jensen, the main character, sitting on a couch. I'd like to point out that the color composition used in this scene is pretty constant throughout the rest of the trailer. The first thing to notice are the color hues used in the trailer and in this scene. The three main hues are yellow, orange, and green, which are all analogous to one another. They're next to each other on the color wheel. But everything is mostly yellow, so it's all kind of monochromatic. Green is analogous to yellow, and it's used for things like backgrounds and objects and clothes. And in this scene, it's used on the couch. They use the green on the couch because it is analogous to yellow, because it works well and looks good. Adam's skin is kind of a bright yellow, so it definitely pops out when it's up against a green background. Redder hues are used to define forms, such as the arm of the couch, but redder hues are also used to place emphasis on certain objects and also to draw your eye to a certain spot, because you almost immediately look at the redder things in a scene because red pops. Notice how the yellow light lines point to Adam, and how the arms of the couch outline his body. The bright glass of the whiskey and the bright cigarette draw your eye to the rest of the image. I just wanted to point out the analogous color scheme between his eye and the rest of his face. Even the text they use follows the same yellow monochromatic color scheme in the trailer. Notice the crowd control police are wearing red body armor, mainly so they don't blend in with the rest of the civilians, and so the viewer can recognize that they're important. The flying transport is also red. It's up against the yellow windows in the background and the yellow sky. They use blue flames coming out of the jets because the blue fire complements the red of the transport. At first glance, this next part might just look like they used black to make him blend in with a crowd, but it's actually just a darker value of green. Also, try and pay attention to how the color saturation changes throughout the trailer. Especially when you see the sky, it's a much more intense yellow. I'd like to walk you through this next part. Notice how the red carpet and camera movement, along with the bright spinning globe, which is spinning to the right, point you towards the man at the right, at the window looking at the bright sun. As the camera moves, a deliberate red glare in the glass draws your attention to Adam, who is about to enter the frame, and he's the most important. This is all intentional. The color scheme is constant throughout. The hue stays constant and are analogous. The red places emphasis on the majority of the trailer and is monochromatic with the value and saturation changes throughout. The whiter the orange values are, the more likely someone is to look right at it. The saturation changes are most noticeable when you see the city all at once. Also, the green secondary color is noticeable in the sky, and red lights on the buildings draw your eyes throughout, through extremely wide shots of the city. These are all things that the director and cinematographer and the art teams think about and discuss when they're trying to make this trailer.